afternoon, everyone. It's Maka-san here, and it's time for Death Battle! Alright, so this actually came out yesterday, Sunday. But I was feeling like, you know what? Last day of this week here, weekend, Sunday, I figured just lie down, relax, just watch Netflix and chill. Watch videos, read stuff. They want to do it. They don't want to record anything, go through any trouble, any of that. So I didn't see this. Until right now here. It's the 200th Death Battle. And I don't know. I feel this is kind of unfair because it's technically 2-1. 2 versus 1 here. We got Ruby Rose from Ruby, which hasn't been doing much of anything in how long now? Viz Media, what? What's going on? Just letting it probably die? Just rest there, do nothing, and making manga? I don't know. Versus Maka Albarn from Soul Eater. And also Soul, because, the Cypher's still alive and everything like that. So how many times does this make a Soul Eater in Death Battle? No, there was one, I think, wasn't Black Star in one of them? Or what's Medusa? I don't know. I can't recall here. How many times? Because, well, the shows, I think, yeah, that hasn't been used as much. I have no idea. But, yeah, I'm worried here. Also, why? I think some of the previews here, Red Riding Hood. Jesus, what? Okay, Death and his organization do some pretty bad, like, identifications, aren't they, here? Because I can't help but remember the first episode of Soul Eater where they went after a supposed witch here, and was it a witch? No, it's a cat with incredible power, and because there was a target here and they ate the soul, it meant they had to restart everything. They Maka and Soul everything. Who identified that girl, that cat as a witch? Who was in charge of that here? Because you've messed it up. And you messed it up for all those guys here. So what's the punishment for killing a human being? Because that's what Ruby is, a human being. And I'm thinking about this way too much here. But I can't help but ask here. And of course, I want Ruby to win. But again, 2 versus 1. I don't know. Let's see this.
Fight! Ruby Rose versus Maka Albarn.
When it comes to Ruby, these guys,
teens with oversized gardening tools.
Oh, hey! Oversized gardening. Spooky teens.
To analyze their weapons,
Ruby?
and skills
Spooky?
to find out who would win a death battle.
Well, it's definitely gonna be the when it comes to Ruby, gonna be more accurate because
I remember when Mama Boomstick read me
Mama
bedtime
Boomstick.
fairy tales.
Yes.
Stories of heroes and warnings about eating those little berries and quicksand. So much quicksand.
Yet in the world of Remnant, fairy tales are real.
More or
Here,
less, yeah.
Huntresses do battle with monstrous Grimm, and there was nothing more exciting than that to Ruby Rose.
Daughter to the world-renowned huntress, Summer, who disappeared.
World-renowned?
Little Red really wanted nothing more than to
like
be
folks
a
who work in the family
huntress.
penny.
Her dedication
He cooks
paid
and drinks
off.
milk.
Admitted into Beacon
Officially,
Academy
she's literally a VTuber. I watch
School
her.
For huntsmen and huntresses, Ruby clearly showed prodigious talent.
Not just that,
Prodigious.
she's got the weapon geek gene just
Gen-
like yours truly.
Yes.
Ruby doesn't leave home without her trusty Crescent Rose. It may look like a high-tech scythe, and it is, but it's also a gun.
Yes.
Ruby made Crescent Rose herself.
Personal
It's like a
60
dance between
blade
Grim
rotates
Reaper's
360
Choice
degrees.
and a bolt-action
Scythe,
sniper
cyber,
rifle.
war
A
scythe,
dance
war
is
scythe.
fitting,
That's-
as huntsmen are locked in a never-ending waltz in their battle with the Grimm.
And they got their own
Rose can
fighting
switch
style and
between
everything.
Sniper and scythe at the press of a button. Ruby's an old hand at flinging and moving it exactly how she wants, despite it being like bigger than she is.
Yep.
How does she do it with those noodle arms? The girl
Aura?
can't even throw a punch.
Well,
Yep.
she might not need to, given the strength of her aura. All living beings in Remnant have an aura, except dark creatures like Grimm, though not all of them can utilize it in combat without extensive training. See,
Yeah.
aura forms a barrier that blocks fatal blows and even heals wounds.
It can make weapons stronger too.
Yep.
When
Oh,
Ruby
yeah,
slaps
kind
a
of
cartridge of dust into Crescent Rose, her aura lights
That's
up
cartridge?
nature's wrath in man's hand.
Dramatic, but accurate. This dust represents the base elements of the world. Fire, electricity, ice, wind, anti-gravity. Does that last one count?
Rule of
Artificial.
Cool Whiz. She's got that.
Keep in mind, they gotta make, come on, you guys help in this here. You were part of the crew here. Well, actually, gravity dust is an actual thing here, but there are artificial dusts. Hard light dust is an artificial dust here that creates
Eyes of a hawk, and when she shoots
semblance,
you with
petal
dust,
burst,
a bullet wounds the
molecular
last thing you'll be worried
intangibility,
about.
and a silver
With
eye.
enough of a boost, ice dust
Healing,
can freeze
sensors,
over whole mechs, and she can power up her kicks to crater military-grade steel.
A person's aura may be limited, but Ruby can keep track of hers with this handy health bar on her not smartphone.
Ruby's dust
Ruby
comparable.
blasted through Huntress classes with flying colors.
Yep.
Almost right away, she was appointed the leader of her own group, with White Schnee, Flake Belladonna, and Big Sis Yang Xiaolong. Oh, I get it. Team Ruby.
Yeah.
But Ruby's hope for many years of learning with her friends would
Yeah.
be dashed as evil machinations spread like wildfire.
And realize that those
With a
fairy
flash
tales
of
can be quite
silver
dark.
light, Beacon had fallen.
Ruby's friends, dead. Her school, totally wrecked. Her sister, disarmed.
Literally.
All because of a lover spat that went way too far.
Salem saw the world divided,
Ooh.
and it was time to say goodbye
Yeah.
to any happily ever after.
But Ruby wouldn't give
Yeah,
up like
she
that,
wanted-
so she set off to change the world.
Even as Crescent Rose began to feel heavier and heavier.
Yep, I mean, she got older, stronger, but that weapon got a few upgrades, got heavier. The responsibility, she realized, like, yeah, those books are nice here. Those books are romanticized here, and the gritty stuff. And Salem doesn't care about, a happy or sad end. She just wants an end. She wants a finale. She's done.
Could she really save the world like her fairy tale heroes? All she did is what she's always done and never stopped moving forward.
Her fairy tale heroes thing is, there's always a price to pay. A price, not just at the end, but along the journey.
Because Crescent Rose wasn't the only thing she needed. She had to improve her semblance too.
Right, while aura is essentially the manifestation of one's soul, the semblance is an expression of their personality.
Basically, it's a superpower farmed by aura. And Ruby's
Yep.
got super speed. Or a teleport. Or what is she doing exactly?
Yeah.
Close, this is Petal Burst.
Petal
a mixture
Burst,
of
huh?
speed, teleportation, and intangibility. Ruby can rocket from one point to another in milliseconds.
I love the food
By
fight
literally
episode.
bursting into petals.
Sort of. According to Best Robo Girl
Yes,
Penny,
yes, Robo
Ruby's
Girl.
semblance is extremely complex and variable. It involves breaking her body down to its molecular components before zooming off in complex paths, negating the laws of mass entirely.
AKA Super Speed Plus. And Nora's
Super
best
Speed
girl.
Plus.
Ruby's
Nora's
Petal
best
Burst
girl.
is so quick she can make flying missiles look completely still. Good luck tagging her with a bullet or a breadstick.
Or
She's
breadstick,
certainly quick
yeah.
enough to give Emerald and Mercury a hard time, and they've dodged actual lightning.
She's faster than Blake, who could keep up with the most cringe faunus of all.
Oh.
Adam Taurus.
Well, he did draw his sword fast enough to parry an actual particle beam.
And-
In real life, such a beam is created by accelerating charged particles to just under light speed.
So, that's impressive.
With
Yep,
such
very
a
impressive.
powerful ability, Ruby could safely
Bows.
shine her smile for
Ruby.
years, even as she carried the fate of Remnant across the world. To her friends, she was a beacon of hope.
Well, yeah, because she's got one more superpower. Her silver eyes. Just like
Yeah.
her mom, Ruby inherited them from the God of Light as
I'm
a weapon
sure
against
see-
negative anti...
I still want to know more about that here. What did they, okay. The whole rumor now is that all people with silver eyes are descendant of Ozpin throughout his reincarnations. Okay, darkness, okay. With its light of life, these are shown in battle with the apathy. Torch drain will.
life energy, like the evil goop Grim spawned from. Just a wink and blam! Sayonara, Dragon of Darkness!
But Ruby's skills didn't falter
But it only
after her
worked-
time at
but
Beacon.
only worked against
As
Grimm.
She journeyed across Remnant, she leveled
Nevermore,
up to compete with
Griffin.
all sorts of powerful magic and mechanized foes. Her team could even match the Ace Ops, an elite
Drew
squad
Grimm,
of longtime professional
Defeated
huntsmen.
Torchwick,
Including
Mid
Harriet,
Superman.
whose super speed
Alright.
semblance
Med Superman and Rango, yeah.
was totally
Yeah.
outclassed by Petal Burst. and Vine, whose aura was strong enough to contain a bomb that was about to decimate the whole city of Mantle. Man, these are some pretty powerful
And in the end, it didn't matter.
auras.
Yeah, his sacrifice was left for nothing because what could happen to Mantle? Most technologically advanced kingdom, one of the biggest suppliers of dust, key, and
Though it's important to remember, Ruby is only 17 years old. The weight of being a leader, a savior, and a huntress like her mother would get heavier and heavier and heavier.
She got over it. Look at her go!
Taking Crescent
No,
Rose
not
firmly in
yet.
hand and sending a message of unity to the rest of the world. Ruby had finally left the fairy tale behind, taking one more step toward the day we've waited for.
And meanwhile, I'm seeing all this here, the remains of the Adlesian fleet and everything. This is also unity. Yeah, some people were united here. At least we saw that from the released footage here, like the people, but the ones in charge, I don't know. A part of me, I still think like she was thinking way too hopeful, way too like fairy tale happy ever after. But you look at some of those fairy tales here, like their original source, and you realize, Jesus, a lot of these were far more darker, and many of them did not have a happy ending. Heck, a lot of them, they lost so much along the journey, like I said. Now for Maka.
Today's battle is sponsored by Prize Picks.
We all make decisions every day, but on Prize Picks,
Sign up.
Prize Picks,
Never heard of
it's
Prize
good
Pick
to be
before in my
right.
life. Never heard of them.
A sound soul dwells within a sound mind and a sound body.
But all
yeah,
the
yeah.
unjust evil souls of this world are on the Disney Fast Pass to becoming a Kishin.
Destructive
Disney
gods
Fast
mutated
Pass.
from good-natured souls. A Kishin could plunge the world into chaos and madness. If only someone could stop them.
Bing bong, it's the DWMA. Welcome to Death Weapon Meister Academy, where death rules. Literally, his name is Death.
Yeah,
Here,
he's dead.
Lord
He's actual
casts
death.
humans to become spiritually talented meisters of demon weapons.
AKA people who are also a weapon. No, really, they transform into weapons. Guns, ninja stars,
Yep.
hammers, you name it. A Meister weapon pair kills and consumes lost souls to keep the Kishin away. Jack the Ripper? More like Jack the Fraud.
And
Check
so
the fraud.
the demon weapon Soul was paired with the dutiful rising star, Maka Albarn.
Talk about your
Yep.
classic teacher's pet.
2-star Scythe Meister, a death weapon. Possess a Grigori soul. 1 in 5. Okay, so 1 in 50 million. Huh. Souls about like book studying puzzles, drum dance, unfaithful men, and raw fish. So doesn't like to eat sushi, huh? Or sashimi. I don't think I'd get along with her well then in that case.
The kind of girl who leaves an apple on the desk and goes, "Teacher, you forgot to give us homework," and then we jump them.
As
Yeah,
if Soul's
pretty
any
much.
better. A weapon
Yeah.
who's too concerned with being cool to do any real work.
Hey, Soul's not just any
Yeah, which is why, yeah, they're two opposites, so they're perfect for each other.
demon weapon. He's a scythe, and he's got his sights on upgrading to the highest level of Death Scythe.
Which would be a
which is
high
Soul.
honor. And lucky for Soul, Maka always aims high.
With that common goal, Maka and Soul formed the dream team. All they needed was 99 Kishin
And one
eggs
witch
and the
soul.
soul of a witch. Easy, right?
Maybe, since Maka is extraordinarily perceptive at spotting and examining souls. She can detect spiritual presences from millions of yards away,
Oh.
and can discern its nature, stability, and emotions.
Time for class then. The two
AKA Soul Leader, Death's Last Weapon, Death Side, Pianist, yeah. Yeah, it's that. Now we got Soul here, the Pianist. I always, yeah, because I know it was points with he was in a piano room. I thought it was like a soul room, something like that. And can he? I mean, has he actually played the piano outside one of those, like like soul rooms, something like that here, like on like school ground? Like to see that. The most I ever remember seeing him is when he turned his entire body into a cheat sheet, and he had to be stripped down to his underwear.
Trained hard, but their style's kinda weird. Okay, so Maka guides Soul in the direction she wants to go, but Soul, the scythe, does all the actual movements himself. Maka's the Meister, Soul's the weapon.
Like conductor and instrumentalist, a Meister weapon pair cannot work in harmony
Yin and yang.
without total cooperation.
Too bad their teamwork sucked.
Yes, yeah.
They fumbled the easiest
no.
chance for Death Sight status, F-.
Maka
F
just
minus.
could not get in tune with Soul's wavelength. She was
Yeah.
skilled, sure, more skilled than most.
He
Yeah, and you took a witch. Although I gotta wonder here, you guys are terrible because you guys are kind of terrible at identifying a witch that's worthy of. Because I also remember Black Star when he and they went after another witch, and it turns out that witch is a little girl. That witch like what 8 or something like that. You guys are gonna hunt and kill. Can you guys not identify the? Who runs this like witch identification and search administration agency in this school here? Whoever it is, fire them. They're terrible.
were most. There were plenty of rivals showing her up, like Black Star and Tsubaki.
Really puts
Tsubaki.
a damper on the straight A's when this show-off is doing better than you.
It was up to Maka.
Yeah, Black Star, I wanted to break him so much here. It's like, don't care. Don't care about you.
and Soul to improve their teamwork through Soul Resonance.
What I said about wavelength wasn't metaphorical. Rather, wavelengths are the means with which Meister and weapon draw strength through each other. Think of two wavelengths as different emotional amplitudes that must merge at one alignment.
If the Meister's the guitar and the weapon's the amp, then they create a feedback loop to increase its frequency. That's
Yeah.
Soul Resonance.
Soul Resonance creates a telepathic link and surges their strength and speed.
And preps them for cool scythe moves like
Yep.
the Witch Hunt Slash, a big energy strike that puts the L in evil.
As the name implies, it works especially well against
Well,
witches
anti-demon?
and other
Okay.
evil creatures. It's not exclusive or anything.
It's
All right.
actually really
Creature Slash.
deadly against evil because of Maka's rare anti-demon wavelengths.
Okay,
Basically,
then-
being a goody little two-shoes gives her the power of purity or whatever.
Maka
apparently.
and Soul were becoming a synchronized
But then she got back
unit,
Black Blood
though
and
one would sometimes need to rein in the other's
Yes.
chaotic habits.
yeah.
And the other guys gotta stop their annoying overthinking, Wiz.
But everything changed
Mm-hmm.
after a unique encounter with Krona,
Yeah,
which
Krona.
nearly killed Soul.
Now Soul had an ogre pal in his head, waiting for him to swing
Oh,
on
yeah,
over and play the
that's
piano.
right, I forgot.
Yep, Soul got infected with black blood.
Black blood was specially brewed as a weaponizable blood. It hardens and strengthens its user's body, inside and out, increasing their physical ability. They can even block blades with their bare skin.
Too bad it comes with a little side effect of madness with a capital M.
A force
Yeah.
of fear and sadness all living things possess, which threatens to ruin the world.
So it was kind of a big deal that Maka was bummed by how she got sold in a jam. But thanks to Soul, she got over it and even welcomed in their new little ogre buddy.
Now,
Huh,
when Soul
yeah.
plays his
So
grand
technically,
piano, their
3
Soul resonance
versus
sings
1.
even louder through the black blood.
Giving Maka all the perks of black blood too, even the crazy parts.
Yeah, I remember
Bet
that.
You didn't expect that, Crota.
But evil saw their plans through. The Kishin Asura had arrived.
Oh, yeah.
Madness was spreading.
Yeah, like
everywhere.
Ashura was like
so Maka and Soul had to
Death's
lock
other
in
kid,
and upgrade their
Death's
witch
other
hunt
child.
to an even stronger demon hunt slash. They went on even more missions to reach souls with classmates like Blackstar, and that guy outran his own shadow.
Perhaps the most obvious evidence ever of faster than light speeds.
Yeah,
And Maka could
outrun his own
finally
shadow.
keep up with him.
Pair that with her fight with the demon tool Gopher, who could
Okay,
obliterate
I
whole
think in
mountains,
that
and
case,
you've got one hell of an ass
Gopher.
kicker.
And
Oh.
yet, Maka's relationship with Soul still faltered. Soul was the real star here. Even other Meisters were trying to take him as a
Soul
weapon
Senpai is
away
mine. I
from
wanna-
Maka.
Oh,
I
wow.
mean, he literally moves himself, so Maka couldn't help but wonder if she was holding him back all along.
Aw.
But Soul said the truth.
Man, this
in
is-
all of their missions, their teamwork
God,
was
this
the
is from a-
key to their victory.
Oh, damn. I saw the full anime. And clearly this shows the case of the anime overshooting the manga, so they had to do an anime exclusive ending. But I guess because this show was not as popular as Full Metal Alchemist, because, Full Metal Alchemist had its anime ending because, it's the same thing, anime was shooting the manga. But then after the manga, catched up and even finished, they they redid the original anime series with Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, giving us the manga endings.
An orchestral
what can they do?
performance
They
is
can't do
only
the same
as
with
good
Full
as the
Eater?
one conducting. And so, their wavelengths played in
Has
harmony.
a different final form in which he manifests.
Maka donned a dress.
The original and thus
It's
excluded.
an
And thus
armor
excluded.
literally made of blood, and it lets Maka fly around and shoot out her soul as an epic sound wave.
What about? And? Seeing that, like, whatever.
So freaking metal!
At the same
I mean,
time,
yeah, it's
Soul
metal,
discovered
but
he could
it's
hack
nothing new.
souls and directly transmit Maka's anti-demon wavelengths, basically shutting their enemy completely down through Soul Adagio.
And
Adagio,
they
wow.
finally achieved Death Sight. The dream's here, baby.
So when Krona's own Black Blood reached its final stage, Maka
Survived
and
thanks to the
Soul
cloud, created the
flew
moon.
to the moon. A moon small and unassuming, but so dense it has the same mass as the planet itself.
Okay.
The very
Defeat
world's
Blair.
sanity was at stake.
Krona might have gone insane, but Maka still reached out to their new friend's soul until the Kishin showed up to ruin everything. Come on, Asura, they're having a moment here.
Yeah.
Timing, bro.
In what
Timing,
would be
yeah.
Maka's final exam,
Fire
Maka,
Force
Soul,
showed greater-
and all of their
greater
friends
Fire Force
faced
showed
off
greater
against
feat.
the Kishin.
Hi,
And
Kata-
she passed. A+. Maka pulled her weight and perfected her teamwork with Soul. Their wavelengths were pitch perfect.
Asura did everything he could to separate them, crater them into the moon, punch holes in Maka's chest, tamper their souls with madness, and each time they successfully realigned their wavelengths.
Until they kicked his ass with one final upgrade. The Kishin Hunt Slash. Maka
Damn.
Chop!
Oh, wow, I like that.
That's what I
Maka
call
Chop.
absolute cinema.
Because a sound soul dwells within a sound mind and body. So should you feel overwhelmed by evil's roars, just write 42 42 564 whenever you
42,
want to knock
42, 564.
on death's door.
Yeah, she's gonna win. Maka's gonna win. Let's face it, at this point, after everything, this really does feel one-sided big time here. I mean, obviously, I get that people... the matchup is obvious here. Ruby, Rogue versus Maka, Albarn, Side Fusers. Yeah, perfect. At the same time, it feels way too early for Ruby to take on Maka. Ruby's story is still ongoing, technically. Maka's story is, it had that typical shonen anime finish. They were badass and wow.
Congratulations to us.
Wiz, your ego is showing.
It always is. And why
It always
not?
is.
This death battle is episode 200.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a big deal, so we've got a big discount on our website to celebrate.
Wait.
That's
www. Wait, go back. Did I just see one of the Tony Spice girls?
to us.
Did I just see one of Tony Spice?
Wiz, your ego is showing.
It always is. And why not? This death
Oh.
battle is episode 2.
Oh, okay, yeah. When they have the discussion here, like Kim Possible versus Sam, Clover, Alex. Her name is Alex. The Sam. Okay. No, Sam was a redhead. Damn it! I got mixed up. It's been a while since I watched Totally Spies. Even a new season. I know the new season's up here, but yeah.
200.
Well, yeah, it's a big deal, so we've got a big discount on our
Absolute
website
cinema.
to celebrate.
That's www.deathbattle.gg.
Website members already get awesome deals like exclusive Death Battle merch, the whole episode archive, including episodes not on YouTube.
And yeah, they removed episode because copyright claim or blocks here, and let's not forget the whole when they had to censor them a few times. God damn, it's so freaking stupid how I think Nickelodeon copyright claimed or blocked them here because apparently Boomstick sang the Danny Phantom theme song too well. Anyhow. But yeah, I like this Absolute Cinema.
No, really, we made an Absolute Cinema desk mat that's on
Yep.
the store.
That's
Cool as fuck.
Yeah, it's cool as fuck, actually, yeah.
All right, the combatants
Aw,
are set.
Jimmy,
and
I
we
want
run
more-
the data
I want more Ruby TV!
through all possibilities.
It's time for a scythe battle!
Let's see. I'm
Okay,
Maka.
it's official. This is so not cool.
Maka.
Come on, Soul. Our target should be here, so try helping out.
Oh, I thought you were pretty close. I think pretty close here, but still, we can see her soul. Yeah, okay, if she can actually see someone's soul, then how could she not tell that that cat was not a witch, but an actual cat with magical powers? Plot hole, or that ability that she gained after that little screw up. Also, you should be able to tell her that she's not a witch or anything like that. The more you think about it, like, you really see how they kind of thought a lot of this stuff up as they went along. Huh.
Hey, who you looking for?
Hey, Ruby. Oh, no. You know...
Little Red Riding Hood, your humanity has strayed from its just path. And
What?
the Shinigami has called me. Oh my gosh, your boyfriend turns into a scythe. Oh, that's so cool.
That's your
Our
boy?
soul is ours.
Okay, nice song. I hope Maka gets in trouble when for this one here, because
I
about...
like my soul, thanks.
You know, what? So what's the cry? Okay, the song's nice. Nice fight scene and everything, yeah.
Hi, Red. Your moves are sick, but too slow for my Meister.
You haven't seen anything yet.
Oh,
Focus. She's good, but we can handle it.
Let's go, Soul Resonance!
I mean... Your aura took a lot of hit, but it's only a matter of time before it runs out. Okay. Oh, wow, this... I don't think honestly, I knew they're gonna have the voice actor Ruby here. Well, you say voice actors for those for Maka and Soul? Hey. Yeah, it's a gun. Nice dodge. Yep. Dodge point blank. Okay, nice. Yep, of course. Okay, shouldn't the ice be doing more damage here? At least freezing her sight. Gravity does. Oh, nice. Damn, this song. Oh, in the face. Uh-oh. Oh, that's what it looks like?
Her soul forms a barrier. Try helping out.
Relax.
Oh, damn! Not with a freaking silence. Oh, this is a cool-ass song! Oh, Gavin, Brandon hits me that I had to have had help. Yes, 3 versus 1.
Sorry, but I'll never stop fighting. I'm Ruby Rose, and I am a huntress.
Soul Adagio.
What? But that, I don't get it. That really work on her?
Ruby!
What? All right, cover her eyes.
Wavelengths. Damn it, she's. Stay strong, Maka. You got this.
I mean, would that really work on her? But, you know that's not her soul, right?
A simple, honest soul.
Yeah.
Ruby Rose, huh?
Yeah, you, what? That's weird. Yeah, ow. I hope he gets in trouble for that. Because... What did you think? Yeah, you just killed a regular, a simple, honest soul here, a good girl, a human, not a bad guy. So, congratulations, you're expelled from the academy. You're probably gonna be in prison. You too. You fucked up. Yeah, fucked up. And I'm overthinking this big time. Just go with it. Go. I can't help it. This really did feel like unfair and all hell here. Like Ruby was. I mean, 3-1, and Ruby was still not ready, not full strength. Oh. Wrong.
Rest in peace, Ruby. But hey, it's not often you get to see scythe-on-scythe action
No,
like that.
Let's
it's
break
not,
this down
but
with the 4 categories that best represent this matchup. First, strength.
yeah.
Supercharged Ruby's strength way higher.
Thing
than
is, with their
you
soul
think,
resonance,
like kicking
there
this
is
spring
no
through steel.
limit or anything like
Soul
that. They just
resonance
keep
can match
going and
Gopher,
going
who
and going and
destroyed
going.
mountains.
Now, Team Ruby did defeat Vine, whose aura contained a bomb that could have wiped out a city.
Adding up their flight speed and how far Harriet said they'd have to fly to avoid the blast, that's a 366 kiloton bomb.
It's possible Ruby's own aura possesses a similar level of, say, energy strength, though her semblance obviously can't replicate what Vine did.
Nope,
Black
and-
Blood Maka got blasted by Asura into the moon. Yeah, it's small.
Yeah,
but its mass
exactly.
is the same as Earth's, right?
Putting Asura's strikes at 2 quadrillion tons of TNT.
Exactly,
over
at the
5
moment that
billion
point-
times higher than Vine.
And not only
Maka
that,
takes
but it-
strength, but speed wasn't as clear cut. Ruby's a fast little gal. Maka kept up with Blackstar, faster than Shadows and
Faster
whatnot.
than Shadows, yeah.
But as they improved their skills, Ruby and her friends could outspeed Atom.
Who blocked a particle beam. Though given the distance and time to react, Atom moved about 42% the speed of light.
Damn!
Quite faster than your own Shadow territory. Still, Ruby's Petal Burst has become far faster than this over time, and
And it's gonna keep getting faster and faster. She grows up.
clearly gives more than a 2-time speed increase on top of that 42%. making
Blackstar
her
is stronger than her. She frequently keeps up in speed. A 2 can utilize chain resonance, which is equal. Okay, Maka statement is not.
well past light speed.
Definitely enough to take on Harriet, who was all about speed. Angry speed.
This isn't to say Maka couldn't keep up thanks to Soul Resonance, but Petal Burst makes this comparison close enough to call it a tie. And their speed would be key to winning in skill.
Come on, Wiz. Call it what it really is. It's Scythery.
That's not a
Cipher.
word.
Yeah.
Maka's Scythery
It's a word now. It's a word now. Put it in dictionaries. Cipher element.
was pretty good, but Soul does all the movement for her. As a Meister, she was mostly a guide.
It's easy to assume that Ruby's Scythery was superior.
Oh, yeah.
She's entirely self-sufficient at dancing with her weapon.
Soul's own control is still a factor here, but it doesn't change that Ruby's been swinging that thing
Since
for
her time in
way
Academy,
longer than Maka.
Maka's-
Ruby's got Scythery in the
Soul and Maka did not achieve until their battle with Stein. Yeah. More. Stein, which. Woof. Oh boy, well, Ruby is not only 4 years older than. Oh, really? But her journey across Rimmen took at minimum a year longer than the events of Soul Eater. Huh. Ruby is 4 years older? How old was Maka throughout the manga of Soul Eater?
bag.
Perhaps this edge would be enough for Ruby to avoid Maka's far greater strength if she had the better powers.
So, Aura's really
Yeah.
cool. Barriers, healing, superpowers, and so on.
But you're gonna
it's got
exhaust them.
one big weakness.
You're gonna
It
exhaust
is a
them.
finite resource.
Finite,
that is required
exactly.
For all of Ruby's powers.
Petal Burst, activating dust, even powering up Crescent Rose takes juice and some aura. Once it's gone, Ruby's totally vulnerable.
And there's a second key factor regarding
And as
aura.
opposed to her.
It is specifically a manifestation of Ruby's soul.
And Maka's powers are all about taking on souls. Maka
Yeah,
had lots
true.
of ways to break through Ruby's
Though, at the same time, I don't know. I mean, because a lot of the we mentioned that here. A lot of them is like anti-Kishin souls, stuff like that. So it sounds like a lot of their powers are specifically keyed to work on, basically corrupted souls. But or witches, like Kishin like souls or witches souls. Ruby was none of that.
aura, like Soul Adagio.
And since
So
Maka
I was kind of thinking, like, shouldn't that mean Soul Adagio would not work on Ruby because she's not Kishin or any of that?
is exceptionally gifted at examining souls, she could definitely figure out how aura works.
And yet she couldn't figure out that her soul is not bad.
But plot twist, what about Ruby's silver eyes?
That-
Her anti-grim
yeah.
eye beams. Turns
Anti-grim.
out they were actually her best secret weapon.
The negative power of Grim is quite similar to Madness wavelengths, which power Black Blood, since anti-demon wavelengths can cancel
Minor resistant to emotional manipulation, but can do social effect. Target that have resisted such power will also affect by emerald hallucination, making it unlikely she negates the madness. I've been thinking, like, yeah, they're not Grim associated with dark powers of the God of Darkness, so I thought they weren't gonna be a factor at all.
Without Black Blood, the Silver Eyes should achieve a similar effect.
But Maka and Soul's whole story is about reaching that perfect soul resonance. Asura tried every way in the book and more to separate their wavelengths and failed.
But
and we
yeah,
already
that
talked
was
about how much stronger he is than Ruby. Maka takes powers, because when she rose to the occasion, Ruby didn't stand a semblance of a chance and bit the dust.
The winners
Oh, nice one. Yeah, you guys won, and you guys are arrested? I hope so.
are Maka Albarn and Soul Evans.
Wait, his name is Soul Evans?
What? His name is Soul Evans?
Next time.
Okay. Okay, that's a big surprise in this death battle.
I'm on Death Battle.
Next time? Ooh. That? Oh. Oh. Blade!
Subscribe and join.
Woohoo! Blade versus Buffy Anna Summers. I only know about her full name because I remember I think the final episode of Buffy where she died. There was her tombstone. Buffy Anna Summer saved the world a lot. And honestly, though, being transparent, I haven't never seen Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And now people are gonna go crazy in the comments, everything like that, like shock, like what? I don't know. I never got into it. I never got into it back then, and never found a desire to go check it out. Yeah. So anyhow, but Blade. Yeah, this makes sense. This makes sense. Blade versus Buffy. I like to think Blade, being a Marvel stuff like that would win, but we'll see. We'll see. So, guys, tell me what you all thought about this death battle. Do you think it was? I think it's still unfair. Yeah, because again, 3-1 versus 3v1 here technically, and the fact that Maka was fully realized. Ruby was still growing. She's got a lot to do here. She hasn't even really fully mastered how to trigger her silver eyes on command, more or less here, from what we tell. Her journey was far from complete. I don't know. I need some Ruby Chibi in my life here. I could bring. Can Viz Media at the very least make more Ruby Chibi episodes? Is that too much to ask? Alright everyone, thank you for watching. As always, comment down below what you all thought. Like to see more videos. Till next one, this is Mecha-san, logging out.